you doing?
Good morning and welcome to the Hypermine server with, who is this guy again? What's up, Wooly?
um, yeah, stuff
Just
and things, as my friend Slip would say. Stuff and things.
stuffing things. Yeah, I've been checking out your snow globe here. This is awesome. This looks crazy. I love this.
I know. I am thinking about leaving this open all the way to the top. Oh, well, we've not really
Here, let
explained
me.
that. Should we pop up there to start with?
Yeah, where's that's a good place to start. I just recharged my pack, so I'm good to go. So you've definitely taken advantage of this 100% glacier world, and that's all there is here is glacier, glacier, glacier.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I tried making a fully winter Wonderland, with plains and mountains and all kinds of all the good stuff. But for some reason, the plains generated with no snow on them,
Yeah.
so it looked kind of
Yeah.
weird.
It did. It did look kind of weird, actually. It was.
And I
It was very strange to see those biomes with no snow on.
I think I had it to where there was no weather either.
Yeah.
Oh, Mbot's
It's.
pulling a sneak and peek. Apparently, he logged in just to leave. Okay, so back to what's going on with your place.
Okay, so this is actually the ground floor of what will be my humble abode, which is going to be a very, very tall tower made primarily out of ice. There's going to be a bit of snow in there as well to give it structure and to hide any pipes or wires that I want to run up it. But this is a
Have
40
you
by
considered
40 area.
using the facade?
The is there an ice facade?
Let's check it out. Open up my inventory and go FAC. Ice, ice, diamond.
No, I see a snow facade, which I did know about, and
Yeah,
that would definitely get used to minimize the amount of snow, so I don't have to cover pipes with like full blocks. Because I want a minimum amount of solid blocks um,
right.
in the building. So certainly when the sun comes up, um, you're going to see like the light shining through this crystal tower.
That's really
Um,
cool. I love that idea.
Yeah, yeah. What I'm gonna do at the moment, I'm just using books of which you have on it to get in and out, and they just go down to where I'm working at the moment. But eventually, when I set up a crystal portal, I will figure out which way the sun travels. I can't remember at the moment, and I'm going to build a path not too far. I don't want people to have to trek too far to get here, but certainly so that there is an approach to the building um, in line with the path of the sun. So there's a good chance you'll get to see that side of the sun
Cool.
behind the tower.
That's a great idea. Yeah.
Yeah. So, yep, there's nothing much really up here apart from this massive ice floor that I used a filler to create. Um, I actually used the filler to remove all the ice and stone that I'd left when I was doing my quarrying, and then used it to fill it in with just this pure ice
Yeah.
floor, so you can see down into the thing. My eventual plan, you see all that lava down there
Oh,
on the
wow.
outside? Yep. I'm
Wow.
gonna fill that, level that off down there, and basically it's going to be solid lava at the bottom of that, so that I think that would look really cool.
Yeah,
But,
I've got tanks and tanks full of lava you can use if you need.
fantastic. I may come a begging one day when I
Well,
get round to doing that.
got him. But there's so much more to this place than just the ice flow you have up here.
Yes, well, I've managed to do a bit more. I'm probably one of the least established players on the server at the moment, certainly compared to people like Slip and Zueljin and yourself. But yes, this is going to be my machine area
What
down
is
here.
that
Because
popping noise?
ah, um, I am poor in ender pearls. However, um, I have a
Wait a
quarry.
minute. What in the world is this thing?
Right, this is my magic item retrieval for my quarry in the forest world.
Okay, I thought
Uh,
these pipes didn't exist.
no, no, you. This is an obsidian pipe. Um, in the quarry, at my
Oh, this
quarry.
is okay. I understand. I think I understand what you're doing. You're teleporting your stuff through
Yep,
mist portals.
yep, and it
Oh,
pops straight into the obsidian pipe.
I had not even considered that. That is genius. That's amazing. That's
It's really cheap when we've
it
got
is.
ready access to crystals. Very cheap.
Wow. I've been trying to port stuff through ender chests and
Hmm.
rail carts. I hadn't even considered just dump it into the portal itself and then just oh man,
Yeah,
very simple, very easy. Wow.
and it can handle, as long as you've got the storage to back it up, it can handle any volume of
Yeah.
items. So at the
Wow.
moment, my quarry is above the tree level, so it's not really. When it gets down to ground level and starts digging the earth, then stuff's going to be flying through here.
It's gonna make a lot of noise.
Oh yeah, it's the most fantastically silly method of transporting items. Pop, pop, pop.
All right, what's next?
Okay, so this is my initial storage area as I was staging. So I used my quarry to dig out these um, chasms along the side, made
Okay.
this area. So the whole area is a little over 40 by 40, same as the footprint of the tower that I'd already decided on. And I just sort of set down a quarry, let it dig its area. I moved it along. When it had finished, set it down, and then I started using landmarks. So last two sides all went in one go, um, leaving me with this pretty. I think this is a pretty cool looking edifice in the
Oh
middle of
yeah,
the hole.
that it definitely looks different.
Yeah, I
You're gonna
always
have a tower underground surrounded by lava.
underneath the tower above the ground made of ice.
Pretty interesting setup.
Yeah, it's pretty messy still up here. This is probably going to be my main storage kind of set because it's the one I've got the most leeway with for room. So I can set up a library of barrels and book and shelves and all sorts of stuff up here. And yes, let's if we
So
move down here.
this is the one and only thermal expansion machine that I do not have. It's the glacial precipitator.
It's an absolutely fantastic machine.
It makes
Just
blocks of ice.
yeah, or snow, or if you're slightly unbalanced, you can set it to make snowballs. Though why you'd do that, I have no idea. But initially, I was running just coal
Whoa.
generators
Okay.
up there, um, and then I dug down into this cave, which obviously I've been able to locate all the caves because they're accessible from outside. So I just had to connect them together with staircases.
Oh, cool. So you managed to
Uh,
get yourself a blast furnace
yes,
and a coke oven.
yes, that's the
Where'd you get
reason
all of
we
the magma cream from?
the magma cream.
Yeah, you need a lot of magma cream to make a blast furnace.
Um,
I pulled an all-nighter killing Blaze to get mine.
oh, blast furnace. I'm trying to. I used. Yeah, I used. There's a blaze spawner in the Nether near the portal, and I kind of just
Okay.
set it up a
So
little bit
so
to.
you used the Blaze spawner that I found then.
Yes, yeah. So I just put a bar across so that you could only see their feet and hacked away for a while, and
Did you
then
remove the bar? Because
sorry.
if it's the same Blaze spawner I'm thinking of, there's no bar there unless it was a
No,
different one.
it was open when I went there. I just put a bar across so that they couldn't get out and they
And
couldn't get to me, and then I
okay,
just
did you
filtered it.
and you
They
removed
just
it when
settled
you
down.
left?
I think so. I'll have to go back and check.
Because I went there yesterday or the other day and there wasn't anything there.
Oh, I don't know. I don't think I removed it, but maybe
Okay.
someone else did. I can't quite remember, to
Okay.
be honest.
No, it's not a big
Um,
deal. It's just I noticed that when I went there, there was nothing there.
right. No, I definitely put something to stop them getting out because I have bad
Oh,
history with blazers
yeah. See,
and the Nether in general.
I just ended up chasing them all over the place.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
what's next on the tour?
Okay, so this is going to be one level of my machinery rooms. So obviously, I've got my furnaces set up here. I've got a rolling machine over here. It's a temporary at the moment.
Over. Oh, okay.
Same.
Yeah,
These machines.
you're I'm doing mines in a similar tower style, except mine
Hmm.
is kind of a rectangle and yours is a nice square. That's
Yeah,
kind of cool. So
yeah. But I'm
this
also
is like
dealing with
rail crafting
natural shape.
stuff.
Sorry, I spoke over you there.
No, that's no problem.
Yeah, I'm also dealing with natural shapes rather than a constructed building, which makes things
Ah,
slightly tricky
interesting.
sometimes. Yes. Um, but those machines over there are also temporary. They're just there simply because the power conduit goes up behind in the wall behind them, and I needed a place. I really struggled for power early on,
Oh
but
yeah.
I've since rectified that. As well, probably be towards the end of the tour. This will be another room. I'm not sure what will be in here, but machinery of some sort. I've got an idea of setting up dedicated stations for certain tasks.
Right.
So, like macerate, then smelt, then chest, like a
Oh,
station for
okay.
that sort
That
of
that kind of
task.
a station.
And they're all uh,
You need some more
I like.
glass.
Yeah, I do. I do. I like Slip's idea of using refined iron as an XP farm. So re, yeah, remacerating the refined iron
That's
and then
crazy.
double smelting it. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
just
a
over and over and over.
over and over. Yeah, this is going to be another machine area. Everything is all a
Oh,
bit
you're making
temporary at
some
the moment.
lava here.
Yes, that's to power geothermals at my quarry. Basically, it's a bit inefficient, but it's just um,
Okay.
again a temporary setup which I'm working on, thinking of how I want to because I need some way of sending power to wherever my quarry is at. I've
Right,
got
and you want
power
to be able
here,
to
but I
move
need
your
to be able.
quarry around.
Exactly. My ultimate goal is actually to get the interdimensional power cell. Um,
Interdimensional power cell?
there's let's see, if you go into your NEI, I think it was interdimensional energy storage unit, and I've been disconnected. Oh, I bet that's that NEI memory bug.
Well, I'm not going to click on it then.
No, don't click on it. But let me reboot my client. Yeah, basically, the way these things work is they draw whatever power you feed into one of them is shared among them all, even though they're
Right.
not physically connected.
It's like an ender chest for power.
Exactly.
But
So
is it electrical?
I've not managed to play with it yet, but it doesn't really matter too much. You can always convert MJ to EU or EU to MJ. It's
Mm,
not too difficult.
I haven't seen the. I've seen the EU. I know lots of ways to convert EU to MJ, but I haven't seen any way to convert MJ to EU yet.
MJ to EU is a bit fiddlier. You have to create stuff which you can then basically, effectively, if you think of my magma crucible setup in this room that I was in until my client crashed, um, uh, I'm making lava. And then I'm using that to power geothermal generators. So that's converting MJ to EU in a roundabout way. And that can
Okay.
be set up in a much more automated fashion once I get a nice compact um, sort of design. And then basically I can plop down this plop down my quarry, plop down my energy interdimensional energy storage unit, and any associated gubbins that needs to go along with it, and off it'll go, and it'll draw power from here. Yeah, Well, that's my ultimate goal is to get that and play with that and get it working in a suitable way. I mean, the next stage for this system here is um, would probably be to have another liquid transposer. Um, you instead of using buckets, the only reason I'm using buckets is because you don't lose the bucket like you would with a cell. If you use lava cells in a geothermal, you lose the cells. And tin is valuable.
Hmm.
Um, but if I use another liquid transposer at the quarry end and a Mistcraft portal, I can have it fill lava cells, chuck them through the portal, have them go into the transposer at the other end to be converted back into lava and empty cells, and feed that lava straight into the geotherms. That's my next plan for this little setup, rather than manually cutting buckets
With
off them. So,
You could do
yeah,
the same thing with biofuel. You the same thing you're
mm,
doing with the lava. You could do it with biofuel
yeah,
and
you could.
transport the biofuel in cells and all
Mm.
that good stuff. Okay, so what's next on the list?
So,
Where
yep,
do we
this
go
is
next?
the we go down here.
Going
This
down.
is an area down here that I was kind of thinking about being storage, but it's not big enough in any way, shape, or form. So I'm currently pondering what purpose it's going to serve.
Well, you've got one portal
Um,
down here.
yes. Now this portal, if we hop through, actually, I'll tell you what.
Let's tour the rest of the tower and then come back and jump through the portal.
Well, that is almost it for the tower. Down here, I've just got a little room down here that holds my MFE. Um, but I've not. There's nothing below us
What?
apart from one final room.
Yeah, and I wanted to see that final room.
Well, let's go and see it. Come up to the portal.
Oh, you have to go to the portal to get to it.
Absolutely. Sealed unit.
Oh, okay. How do I get up?
Oh, back up. There's a little.
Okay, so this portal goes to that sealed room down below.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Okay. Oh, oh, there we go.
Wow. Foggy!
Yeah.
What do we got down here?
This is my nuclear reactor, which
This
is in need of a refill. So
this is a nuclear reactor?
this is a nuclear
Doesn't
fission reactor.
doesn't look like much.
It puts out lots of power. This is actually the smallest reactor size. It's a single unit. You can attach up to six additional reactor chambers to this.
Oh,
Uh,
so it looks just like a generator, actually.
yeah. Um,
Wow.
but at the moment, it's run out or is almost out of coolant cells. So I'm just going to make some
Yeah,
10K
those
coolant cells.
coolant cells are a pain. I hate making those suckers.
And we bung them in this silver chest.
And it automatically fills it?
What happens is this thermal monitor is the safety system.
Oh.
These things are awesome. Basically, you set a threshold temperature, and it will either output or not output a red soapstone signal when it passes that, depending on if you set it one way or the other. So I have mine set at the moment. If it goes above 300 degrees, it lights this redstone up. Oh, sorry. If it's under 300 degrees, the redstone is lit. The redstone turns on the generator, so it won't run over 300 degrees. I'm just being cautious with that temperature at the moment.
Mm.
What it also does is, so when it's over that and this redstone goes off, it gets inverted and sets off a redstone engine, and it pipes more coolant cells into it. So you can see coolant cells will enter and leave this. And what should happen is, yeah, very nearly filled with the coolant cells. I've just bung a couple in manually. It's not totally perfect until I get an assembly table where I will use a logic gate instead of the thermal monitor to call for the coolant cells, and the thermal monitor will just be
You
to
used an
shut the thing
assembly
down.
table to make the coolant cells?
No, to use the logic gate.
Oh, you need
Get
an
get
assembly
a log.
table to make the logic gate.
Yeah, that's my that will be. like Mark II on the coolant auto coolant cell refilling mechanism is to use a logic gate rather than the temperature of the reactor.
Oh, yeah.
And
I'm definitely down for hands-free systems.
I am down for hands-free systems if I have to design it to be hands-free. That's where I get my enjoyment from. So this whole little setup,
Next, you need
and
to produce a machine to make the coolant cells.
that is currently being investigated in creative, down to tin reduction from lava.
Tin reduction
So,
from lava.
yeah, my plan, eventual plan, although I'm going to be having a chat with Armitage about this because he's got some really cool ideas on. He's the other guy doing nuclear fission on this server,
Hmm.
and he is like a bit of a genius with this mod pack. So I definitely want to consult with him as to his ideas. But my original plan was to use industrial centrifuges with lava, and one of the products from that is tin, which you get at a slight profit for the amount of tin that goes in the form of lava cells,
Hmm.
and that profit will go into the creation of coolant cells.
Oh,
And
so you're able to
most of it goes out,
manufacture tin. That's cool.
yeah, and that's going to be really important because tin's
'Cause
so valuable.
I've been hoarding the stuff.
Yeah. Well, that's the one of the downsides of nuclear fission is it uses the tin up in the coolant cells.
Do the
So then,
cells get destroyed?
yeah,
So you don't get the cells back.
you don't get the cells back.
That's,
So it
yeah.
costs. But there may be ways around that, and I want to investigate that before I make a machine that involves about 30 machines in order to like 4 or 5 auto crafting tables in order to get automated.
Yeah. The coolant
Because
cells are not that hard to make or automate. They're not that hard to automate, but tin would be difficult to do.
yeah, tin's the kicker. So, and the machine that I'm
So if
working on at the moment, it does work. It
this
just
this is
it
a
needs
nice
tuning.
this is a nice pipe loop you got here.
Yeah, basically,
If it's full, it
because
goes back in the box.
exactly, because by the time the redstone engine shuts off, it will have sent too many cells if you just pipe it straight in as is, and you'll lose cells on the floor if you're not around to pick them up. So
Hmm.
this way, I sacrificed them all going in first time in order to not lose any cells because the redstone engine shuts down too slowly.
Right.
So, but I think there may be something with the logic gates. I think you can get a logic gate on this end. Say if the inventory has spacers, send a pool, and then a logic gate instead of a redstone engine. I think in order to core the
Oh,
items, and that
once
would be a
once we get
factor of
red power on the server, you won't need any of that at all.
well, no, pneumatic tubes would do the job all in and of themselves, won't they?
Yep.
But yeah, it was a fun little project making a reactor that will never blow up. It's impossible. As far as as far as I can test and tell, it is impossible for this
Um,
reactor to blow up.
somebody, or I think Bowman was testing some nukes, and he discovered
Hmm.
that they actually will blow a hole in the floor,
In the bedrock.
in the bedrock.
Oh wow.
So I mean, it's relatively safe down here, but if it ever does blow up, you may end up getting a hole in the bedrock.
Oh no, I divided by zero.
Yep.
But
So last thing I wanted to look at, I guess, is your quarry.
oh yeah, I guess that would be the right thing. Let me quickly nip to spawn and create a second, or I could just give you my linking book, but if I go back to spawn, I can grab a second, make a second linking book for you.
Um,
Uh,
just drop it on the floor,
that's a good idea. Right, let me just go and
and
get it.
as
Get it
long as I don't pick
upstairs.
it up,
And you see, you know more about Mistcraft
Yeah,
definitely.
I've been researching Mistcraft since the summer,
Right.
and I've
Okay.
played all the games, read all the books, as much as I can about Myst, which is why I was really interested in having a mod for Minecraft.
Yep. Down here. I went past you.
Where'd you go?
I'm in the blast furnace room.
Blast furnace room. Okay.
First room downstairs. I might
Should be
grab
able to just drop it
some.
on the floor. Sky Quarry.
Yeah.
Did you build it in the Sky World?
No. No. It's just because it's above the tree level in the sky.
Oh, this is the crystal.
Yeah. Crystal shards world. Yeah.
Okay.
I just figured because there are all these trees, and as I've not yet got an arboretum set up, I am in want of wood. I might as well quarry the wood as well,
Your quarry's
rather than
going
put.
really slow though, man.
It's because the geotherms have run out of lava. I had to go to the Nether to get more netherrack in order to make more lava, and in the meantime, the geotherms have run out of lava.
So you're running it off of redstone.
Redstone, oh, a mixture of things. I had Sterling engines out here at first, but they run out of power so quickly that
I
I
didn't think
decided to
redstone
use the
engines could
geothermal
power a
engine.
quarry at all.
Not Redstone, Sterling.
Oh, these are Sterlings. Okay.
Yeah. Um,
They'll run all right as long as you keep them fueled.
yeah. But they run out of power so quickly that I
But
decided to put the
honestly,
geotherms
on
in.
this world, the best thing you can run is solar right now.
Not got any solar panels.
The reason I say solar is the best here is because it's eternal day.
Mm. Yeah, I do realize that, and I should perhaps make some solar power panels, but it's one
But
I
yeah, if you
might
can
not
get
get down to.
if you can get that interdimensional storage unit working,
Mm.
that'll solve all your problems right there. You'll never run out of
Exactly,
you'll
and
never
that's
run out
why.
of
But
power.
that's end game technology. So it's going to take me a while to get to that point. But this has just been
Are
running.
these wind? What are these?
They're geotherms. I put them. Not quite sure why I put them up there. They're not very convenient to get to.
But yeah, if you could transport the lava, that would be cool.
Well, that's my next plan because these things eat through buckets of lava like nobody's business. So my
Right.
next, rather than messing around refilling these, my next plan is to get that
Um,
lava
would
transport
you
set
mind if
up.
I gave you a present?
I wouldn't mind if you gave me a present.
Okay. Do you still have the book here, or is it still on the floor?
Still on the floor.
Okay. I'll be back in a minute. I got a present that'll solve some of your MJ problems.
Cool.
But you will need to make a specific kind of wrench to use it.
I have the orange and the yellow wrench on me at the moment.
You need a black one.
Oh.
Okay, where is Woolies? Woolies Winter Underground. Okay, and then we go down the stairs, down the
Yep.
stairs. There's the book. Blam. Okay, do you have a chest?
Not one here, I don't.
I want to kind of be careful with throwing this stuff on the ground. There you go. Pick those up.
Oh, awesome. And pick up. Thank
Those
you.
transmit and store MJ.
That is brilliant.
And you don't need the wooden pipes.
That is
You just connect them
fantastic.
directly from the engine to the quarry. And in fact, there's even a storage cell that goes with those.
Yes. Yes. There's a red. It's like a red storage.
Redstone energy cell is what it's called.
That's awesome.
What is messed up though is that when you turn off your engines, your quarry will still run because those things actually store more than they transmit. But I've got my wrench on me, so I'll wrench them for you.
Oh, fantastic.
There's that and that. Because what you don't want is you don't want to be putting power into the engines themselves.
No, no, that wouldn't work, would it?
It does work, just can be dangerous.
Hmm.
Let's see if I
Oh,
can
that's
reach that last one.
fantastic. Thank you very much.
Oh yeah, I've got stacks of these suckers. There
Well,
you
I'll
go.
get my geotherms up and running again, and this thing should be trucking.
So yeah, definitely thanks for the tour. I definitely will look back on your base in the future, a couple of months, to see how you're progressing.
Well, hopefully now I've found my foot in, then we should see some rapid progress and a big ice tower.
A big ice tower. Yeah.
Absolutely.
I've noticed that one of the main factors of people's advancement is once they've got their first quarry dug.
Mm.
Once your first quarry is done, you've got access to lots of
Yeah,
diamonds,
the
gold.
resources, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Once you got your resources behind you, then you're pretty much good to go.
Yeah. Right, well, that's pretty much all I've got to show. That's as
Great.
far as I've got so far.
Gonna have a winter wonderland pretty soon.
Yeah. Hopefully it will be cool.
And it'll be warm in the basement.
Yes.
All right. So thanks a lot. We'll see you around next time.
See ya.